Thank you for joining us. This is KBC Channel 1, the channel that gives you the most comprehensive news coverage in Kenya and East Africa. My name is Kasavuli, and of course, you've joined us on Legends Edition this Saturday evening. It's been 2 Saturdays enjoying sports, athletics in Oregon, and of course now we are enjoying more sports from the Commonwealth Games in Birmingham. We'll be bringing you more details of that in our bulletin later on tonight. Our sign language interpreter is Caroline Joroge, and of course Topi Liambila, yours truly, will be here with sports later on this bulletin. Let's look at the highlights first. Vote hunting mission. Azimio la Umoja pitch tent in Narok County as Kenya Kwanza tours Garissa and Kitui counties. Road safety champion. Kenya Broadcasting Corporation is feted for creating awareness in the country. And in sports, Kenya's medal hunt at the Commonwealth Games in Birmingham is well on course after winning silver and bronze on day 2 of action. Thank you so much for joining us on Legends Edition. I'm Catherine Kasavuli. Azimio la Umoja One Kenya Coalition Party flag bearer Raila Odinga has promised to address historical land injustices in Narok County should he be elected president. Speaking during campaign rallies in the region, Raila said he would also help secure the market for livestock products if he ascends to power.
Azimio la Umoja One Kenya Coalition Party flag bearer Raila Odinga returned to Narok County for the 3rd time in 2 months. This time to receive blessings from the Ma elders. The Ma elders and leaders allied to Azimio la Umoja, vowing to mobilize their people to come out on 9th of August to vote for Raila Odinga.
The Maasai people, as you have seen, have decided it's you, and you'll be our 5th president. The others are known to us, and we do not want them. We have suffered for the last 10 years, and we are not going to accommodate them at all.
Leo, kwa sauti moja, kwa kauli moja, na baraka za baba zetu, na hapa ilibarikiwa na mababu zetu, wote tumesema ni Raila Amolo Odinga.
Odinga promised to return all grabbed land in Narok County to their rightful owners, as well as seek a better market for livestock products.
Leo mimi nimekuja kuambia nyinyi, tuko pamoja na nyinyi. Tuhakikishe kwamba watoto wenu wanasoma vizuri. Wanasoma vizuri hata kama wazazi hawana pesa. Tuhakikisha vile vile kwa upande matibabu baba care. Sasa tumebaki na siku wiki moja na siku moja peke yake. Tunaenda kwa debe, sio? Ndio sababu juzi kule Nakuru tulizindua movement inaitwa the Freebie Movement. Rauka. Rauka. Freebie Movement, rauka. Rauka. Yani unarauka alfajiri kwenda kupiga kura.
Raila's running mate Martha Karua committed that the war against graft will be impartial if they win the August elections.
Tuelewe, bila kulinda rasilimali ya Kenya, hatuwezi tukafanya lolote. Tulinde ardhi ya Wamasai na ardhi ya Wakenya wote. Tulinde misitu yetu, na muhimu zaidi tulinde pesa ya umma.
Leaders accompanying the Azimio la Umoja candidates urged voters to back their campaign, saying their opponents have nothing tangible to offer the country. Gishoki Washira, Legends Edition.
United Democratic Alliance flag bearer William Ruto has maintained that there is a need to re-engineer the economy to improve the welfare of all Kenyans. Speaking while on the campaign trail in Garissa and Kitui counties, Ruto said if elected into office, he will ensure that the youth and small and medium entrepreneurs are given the capacity to overcome their financial challenges.
Deputy President William Ruto on Saturday took his vote-hunting mission to Garissa, Machakos and Kitui counties.
Garissa hamjambo!
Where he reiterated that the bottom-up economic model is the best way to economic prosperity.
Watu wa mingi naomba kwa unyenyekevu jameni, nimekuja kuomba kura yenu. Munisaidie tufanye hii kazi pamoja. Mwingi hebu nione kama mtanipatia kura zenu, nipatie kura zenu, mtatie kura zenu.
Ruto said if elected, he would work towards reducing poverty levels in the country.
Tunataka uchaguzi wa amani, tunataka uchaguzi huru, na tunataka uchaguzi wa kweli.
Mumeambiwa ya kwamba watoto wenu watapata bilioni 50 billion shillings inshallah wakati ikifika, ili wafanye mabiashara zao, wajiundie kazi.
The United Democratic Alliance presidential candidate and his allies challenged civil servants and local administrators to perform their duties with the utmost professionalism and not to be coerced into going against their moral values.
All our public servants must understand that they serve Kenyans equally, irrespective of their political affiliation or any other consideration.
Hapa kutoka Mwingi, we are telling those public servants, you will carry the cross alone. Hawa wa Kenya ndio wana haki kikatiba kuchagua viongozi wao kuanzia MCA paka president.
Kamche Menza for the Legends edition.
And still in politics, we go into the political watch. Nyandarua Governor Francis Kimemia has called on political leaders to observe sobriety and tolerance in their utterances during campaigns as the August 9th general elections fast approaches. Kimemia said the country requires peace ahead of the polls, urging the political elite to avoid inflammatory utterances.
Speaking in Rironi area of Kipipiri constituency when he met women groups from across the county, Nyandarua Governor Francis Kimemia called for peaceful campaigns.
Baada ya tarehe 9 tutarudi kukaa kwetu majumbani kwetu tukiendelea na maendeleo ya taifa letu la Kenya na kaunti yetu ya Nyandarua. Kwa hivyo haina maana kutukana mtu, maana utafanyaje tarehe 10 wakati atakuwa mshindi na wewe kula zako hazikutosha. Tutaendelea kuishi kama ndugu na dada. Hiyo ningependa kuuliza wananchi wetu, tuache kuwa na roho mbaya.
He also called on women to support his re-election bid, highlighting his track record and promising to scale up the Biashara Kitty among other initiatives. Elsewhere, Coast Regional Commissioner John Elungata has assured coastal residents of heightened security before, during and after the August 9 general election. Speaking in Mombasa during the Sauti Yetu Youth Empowerment Program, Elungata enlightened the youth on dangers of indulging in drugs and causing violence during elections.
We are agreeing that, once we cast our votes, we go home or go to work and then make the day as normal as possible.
Elungata enlightened the youth on dangers of indulging in drugs and causing violence during elections. And the Political Journalists Association of Kenya, PJAC, has challenged the Inspector General of Police and media organizations to protect their workers from attacks during campaigns. Speaking in Naivasha, the association called for respect for freedom of the press, noting that the current political environment was riddled with threats and intimidations.
Since January 2022, more than 50 journalists have been affected. This is a worrying trend. We have specifically witnessed worrying trends where journalists have been physically ejected from events, called names, some profiled based on their religion, ethnicity, and threatened with dire consequences. This must come to an end.
In Kilifi County, gubernatorial candidate on a Pamoja African Alliance ticket, George Kithi, has received a major boost after Michael Tinga, who was eyeing the same seat on a Ford Kenya ticket, dropped his bid in his favor.
Agenda ya Kithi kuwa gavana wa Kilifi, jambo la kwanza ni kwamba anasema elimu ya bure kwa watoto wetu wa Kilifi.
Tinga made the declaration during a power rally in Chanangade, Chonyi area, Kaloleni constituency. Finally, Embu gubernatorial candidate Cecily Mbarire has called on women to support United Democratic Alliance presidential candidate Deputy President William Ruto, as well as her gubernatorial bid.
Sisi tunapenda William Ruto na tunamchagua upende usipende.
Speaking at the Runyenje Stadium when she met women groups, Mbarire promised to ensure that 30% of all county contracts will go to women groups in a bid to empower them economically. For Legends Edition, I'm Ben Troy-Njue.
The Directorate of Criminal Investigation says it welcomes the decision by the court directing Mathira Member of Parliament Rigathi Gachagua to forfeit some 200 million shillings frozen in his bank accounts to the state. The DCI Saturday published details of how the United Democratic Alliance presidential running mate corruptly obtained over 1.7 billion shillings from government agencies through proxies.
The Directorate of Criminal Investigations has provided details of how Rigathi Gachagua used proxies to secure government tenders. The DCI says the Mathira Member of Parliament and his associates formed and used 20 companies to obtain over 1.7 billion shillings from close to 10 government ministries and state departments. The DCI says the United Democratic Alliance presidential running mate and two of his trusted female associates are believed to have approached youths and women to register companies and open accounts at Rafiki Microfinance. Rigathi will then use his influence and blackmail to secure tenders for the companies. According to the DCI, the youths were then given loans by the microfinance and assisted to supply the required goods, most of which were substandard and broke down immediately after being delivered, leading to losses of hundreds of millions of taxpayers' money. The DCI says payments were then deposited in the proxies' accounts at Rafiki Microfinance. Rigathi's signatory will then immediately transfer the money to other accounts belonging to the Member of Parliament, who will then deposit the monies in other separate accounts to avoid detection by the DCI. Ben Chumba, Legends Edition.
Elsewhere, President Uhuru Kenyatta has commended Angolan President Joao Lourenço for his efforts towards the normalization of relations between Rwanda and the Democratic Republic of Congo. President Kenyatta noted that President Lourenço has displayed exemplary leadership and commitment in his role as a mediator.
President Uhuru Kenyatta received a special message from the Angolan President Joao Lourenço, delivered by Angolan Minister of External Relations, Ambassador Tete Antonio, on Saturday at State House, Nairobi. Ambassador Antonio briefed President Kenyatta on the recent mediation talks for the Democratic Republic of Congo and Rwanda, held under the chairmanship of the Angolan President in Luanda. The Angolan Special Envoy pointed out that the two countries had agreed on a proposal for an independent verification team that will ensure that both sides adhere to the proposed roadmap for the peaceful resolution of the issues affecting them. President Kenyatta welcomed the progress, emphasizing the need for DRC and Rwanda to remain focused on the dialogue path to resolve their differences. The head of state further commended his Angolan counterpart for his leadership in the mediation process. President Kenyatta added that the Nairobi process, which he initiated, is now under the East African Community, a step that was taken during the EAC summit held in Arusha, Tanzania recently. For Legends Edition, I'm Safin Achieng Ouma.
Well, and the celebratory mood is still very high here at Kenya Broadcasting Corporation. Well, the Kenya Broadcasting Corporation has been recognized for its role in the promotion of road safety awareness in the country. The Transport and Logistics Awards seeks to honor individuals who contribute positively to road safety and the transport sector.
For the second year running, the Kenya Broadcasting Corporation has been awarded for highlighting issues pertaining to road safety and transport. KBC emerged as the best in the media category, winning accolades for creating time within its programming to promote road safety.
We can get things done, particularly in addressing the road safety challenge in this country, if we can't work with you. Let's work together more. This is our country. It is not an NTSA country. It's not a police country. It is our country.
The Transport and Logistics Awards recognizes the input of different stakeholders in the promotion of best practices on Kenyan roads.
We keep seeing these awards every other year, and we really congratulate you for filling in the gap in terms of improving road transport and safety in this country.
Those transporters, the operators, I'm sure NTSA will be talking to you here today. My only advice is to ensure that you don't send your drivers with faulty vehicles.
The gala, which took place in a Nairobi hotel on Friday, comes at a time Kenya is dealing with the effects of runaway road carnage. Jelis Aladi for Legends Edition.
You're watching the Legends Edition, and this is KBC Channel 1, the channel that gives you comprehensive news. Of course, we are still celebrating here Road Safety Award. Well, we take a small break. When we come back, we'll be having sports and Legends Edition interview.
turned ugly after aggrieved residents invaded the farm of the businessman and destroyed property.
Hii ni msimu wa siasa. Watu wanaweza kuchukua kwa mtindo kwa njia tofauti tofauti, lakini nataka nihakikishe wananchi wangu kwamba hali hiyo imeweza kuchukuliwa na inashughulikiwa kisheria.
And Health Principal Secretary Susan Mochache has reiterated the need to scale up the war on HIV and AIDS in the country. She urged expectant mothers to religiously attend antenatal clinics to avoid the transmission of the virus to their unborn children.
Tunajua wako katika hali ya kujiuza mwili na ndio inawakuwa exposed sasa kupata HIV. Is 7,592 adolescent girls. Hao ni wasichana peke yake. Between 15 and 19.
In West Pokot County, leaders led by Area Governor Professor John Lenyangapuo and Kapenguria Member of Parliament Samuel Moroto have called for affirmative action in the deployment of teachers to the county by the Teacher Service Commission.
So maombi yangu national government, shida yetu hapa ni walimu. West Pokot. Tuongezewe vile tumefanya ya ECD, tutafurahi sana. Na masomo itainuka hapa kweli kweli.
Finally, over 8,000 residents from the drought-stricken Cherab area of Isiolo County are set to benefit from uninterrupted water supply. This follows collaboration between the national government and the National Drought Management Authority that saw commissioning of the Merti Kobesa water supply project. Elvis Otieno, Legends Edition.
Well, we are taking a small break right now, and of course later on a lot of news from Birmingham is going to be featured in our sports news. Don't
siasa tutakutana, aidha kwa debe ni kwa mchujo, tutakutana. Sasa kitakachotuza sisi ni sera zetu.
No need to apologize, just leave my house right now, Abdalla.
Basi ungenipa.
Kuna shida yoyote?
Mimi sahi unaniona natoka kwa governor. Tumeongea na governor mpaka tumeafikiana kizee.
Wewe dingi wewe, sasa ile ulipotoka uje umeniambia vipi? Wewe unijui mimi wala unitambui.
Kafikiana, hii kesi tuimaliza kienyeji.
Good evening, and once again it's a big welcome to the KBC Channel 1's Legends Edition. This is the sports update. I'm Topi Liambila. On the tonight we've got a lot of Commonwealth stories and something on golf, a Victoria Cup, and of course, as usual, EPL friendlies. I know very many people are tuning in on to that. Now, Kenya bagged silver and bronze medal this afternoon in the women's and men's marathon races at the ongoing Commonwealth Games in Birmingham, United Kingdom. Kenya now lies ninth in the medal standings with 2 medals to their credit.